Assassin's Creed is launching its first ever remake with Black Flag Resynced in just a few days. And as one of the original game's biggest fans, I've never been more excited, and yet I'm also very scared. I figured I'd talk today about my biggest concerns and whether or not I think they'll hurt gameplay experiences when this remake finally drops. To clarify, I've not actually gotten a chance to play the game early. Come on, Ubisoft, please. But I have been in contact with many creators who have and observed hours of gameplay footage that have raised a lot of excitement and a lot of questions for me. So if you like this kind of content and want to hear more about Black Flag Resynced as it comes out, make sure to hit that subscribe button. But let's go ahead and jump in. The first thing that I think looks promising are the graphics. This game looks absolutely stunning, and I feel like that's no surprise with it running on Ubisoft's new Anvil engine. I am a little worried though about performance based on these graphics. I'm not quite sure if this will run as well on PC as it does on console. I've heard a lot of people who played the game early were concerned about the frame drops that they experienced on PC. Now, Ubisoft will have had time to go back and fix this on release, but I am worried this could be an issue for many players depending on your hardware at launch. Hopefully, Ubisoft is spending these final days before release on optimization though. My first real big criticism though that I don't believe will get changed, purely based on the footage I've seen, is the significant difference in how cutscenes look. The updated cutscenes from the original game actually look incredible. They took the mocap used from the first game and updated almost everything about them. They look phenomenal. The character movements feel real, which is really why the old game still holds up on its own as well as it does today. But when we look at the new content, the cutscene quality actually just looks so much worse, like genuinely bad. Which is a shame when you have something so good right there.
I'm not a man accustomed to murder, Captain. If you'd taken quarter, you'd not be seeping now.
Sack a muzzle, gobshite. You'll be hanged in sun dry just as them there were in Boston.
The King's called for a pardon.
Captain, we've searched the hold. It's a middle intake, but the medicine we found bears a Charlestown stamp.
Thank you, Mr. Hans.
We cannot resupply Nassau out here by force and accident alone. We should go to Charlestown for the lot.
Hello? Are we victorious? I fear I am not built for the fatigue and care required to live as a man of fortune.
Meet me in Charlestown. 1 month from today.
The mix of mocap and the cheap puppetry just does not work at all. The same few camera angles are being used over and over, as these animations don't hold up well enough to have the same cinematic feel of the mocap, which is just a genuine shame. I've also noticed that a few of the face models feel a bit off to me, specifically Edward. There's a bit of a lingering smile that feels just kind of weird there. It seems less expressive than in the previous game and has a weird always happy kind of look to him, which doesn't feel in character for Edward at all. Moving on, I have a lot of thoughts on this game's combat. It's hard to make a faithful remake while completely reworking the combat, one of the game's biggest pillars. It seems like they did a really good job with the combat, keeping away from what the RPG systems felt like and keeping a basic counter-based system. And yet even then, it's still really hard for me to say this is quote-unquote faithful. The original combat was outdated and simple, but it feels strange to revamp a whole combat system in a quote-unquote faithful remake. I mean, we don't even have hidden blade combat anymore. Those are now only used for takedowns, which, let me just say, is an absolute shame. But despite these concerns, the combat does look good, it looks fun, and I'm sure I won't have any major concerns once I get my hands on the game. Seriously though, no hidden blade combat is an absolute shame. You also apparently can't pick up enemy weapons anymore. Also, just crazy, especially for a quote-unquote faithful remake. Thankfully though, my issues with the parkour do seem to be fixed. When the initial reveal was shown, it felt like the parkour looked a little rough. But since then I've seen a lot of great movement. It feels like it returned back to what made parkour good in the original, which honestly is all I need from it. At the end of the day, I think Black Flag Resynced is shaping up to be exactly what a remake should be in a lot of ways. It looks gorgeous, it seems to respect the original game, and from everything I've seen, it still captures the feeling that made Black Flag such a classic in the first place. That doesn't mean I don't have concerns. The inconsistent cutscene quality, some of the character animations, the missing hidden blade combat, and a few of the other gameplay changes definitely leave me scratching my head. Some of those decisions feel a little strange for something being marketed as a faithful remake. It's important to note, none of those are deal breakers for me though. Until I actually have a controller in my hands, I'm keeping an open mind. If the sailing, exploration, story, and overall feeling of being Captain Edward Kenway are still there, then there's a really good chance I'm going to have an incredible time with this game. I'm planning to cover Black Flag Resynced a lot after launch, so if you're picking it up too, let me know down in the comments what you're excited for, or what you're worried about. I want to know all of it. I know it's been a while since I've made a video. My last one really had me thinking and needing to take a break. But we're back just in time for the release of this new pirate game. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see all of you out on the seas.